is to never interrupt it unnecessarily. But how do you not interrupt a money plan, careers, investments, spending, budgeting, whatever, when what you want out of life changes? It's hard. Part of the reason people like Ronald Reed, the wealthy janitor we met earlier in the book, and Warren Buffett become so successful is because they kept doing the same thing for decades on end, letting compounding run wild. But many of us evolve so much over a lifetime that we don't want to keep doing the same thing for decades on end, or anything close to it. So rather than one 80-something year lifespan, our money has perhaps 4 distinct 20-year blocks. I know young people who purposefully live austere lives with little income, and they're perfectly happy with it. Then there are those who work their tails off to pay for a life of luxury, and they're perfectly happy with that. Both have risks. The former risks being unprepared to raise a family or fund retirement. The latter risks regret that you spent your youthful and healthy years in a cubicle. There is no easy solution to this problem. Tell a 5-year-old boy he should be a lawyer instead of a tractor driver, and he will disagree with every cell in his body. But there are 2 things to keep in mind when making what you think are long-term decisions. We should avoid the extreme ends of financial planning. Assuming you'll be happy with a very low income, or choosing to work endless hours in pursuit of a high one, increases the odds that you'll one day find yourself at a point of regret. The fuel of the end of history illusion is that people adapt to most circumstances. So the benefits of an extreme plan, the simplicity of having hardly anything, or the thrill of having almost everything, wear off. But the downsides of those extremes, not being able to afford retirement, or looking back on a life spent devoted to chasing dollars, become enduring regrets. Regrets are especially painful when you abandon a previous plan and feel like you have to run in the other direction twice as fast to make up for lost time. Compounding works best when you can give a plan years or decades to grow. This is true for not only savings, but careers and relationships. Endurance is key. And when you consider our tendency to change who we are over time, balance at every point in your life becomes a strategy to avoid future regret and encourage endurance. Aiming at every point in your working life to have moderate annual savings, moderate free time, no more than a moderate commute, and at least moderate time with your family, increases the odds of being able to stick with a plan and avoid regret than if any one